Yes, it's another Saturday Night Live. We are back. We are back doing our shtick. We're back having fun on Saturdays. Yes. Who's all in? Dante is early for once. We got J. Albert King. We got Greg. We got Truck. We got Splargery Goobert. We got Sean. We got Lindsay. We got Cosmina. Oh my goodness. It's hopping. This is bothering me. No, remote. Go. Stay there. I gotta tape these things down. Anyway, all these peeps and no one gives Desi a like. Poor little old me. Poor little old me. And J. Albert King's not wrong. Suddenly a wild Desi appears. So how has everyone's week been since Tuesday? How's everyone's week been? How has everyone's Saturday been so far? Yes, welcome back to Saturdays. Thank you, Cons of Summer Dreams. I missed the not doing a live stream on a Saturday. It felt weird. I've done this now for so long that it's like I have having one free Saturday. It's like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? I did like the downtime, but at the same time, it's just like, what do I do? I liked it when I got in. Our Turf podcast featuring all three of the trio will be up before Friday, and that reminds me, I forgot to make a playlist of my lives. That'll be done tonight. My bad. I swear, the worst part about going on like a vacation break, whatever you want to call it, is getting back on schedule, because it's like harder to, and then it's just like, oh, I forgot to do these 20 things. That's me. My time management's balls. Brief hiatus until Jen finishes moving and settles, and then the reckoning. Been wanting to talk about that one, so yay. Just got off work after 12 hours. No Truck, not working on a Saturday. No, this is awful. This is terrible. And yes, Evan Starr's daughter turned 21 years old today. Happy hatching day to Evan Starr's daughter. The Gargoyles fan is awesome. So many fans, some we knew and some who just listened to the podcast, helped Jen raise $3,500 for the sudden move. Yeah, Gargoyles fans are the best fans. That's the way this fandom works. We support each other. You guys have been helping me ginormously with Kuma's bills. So again, like, this fandom's the best fandom. Sean, waiting for my dinner to finish heating up and still trying to figure out where to put the hardcover books. Preferably on a shelf, Sean, somewhere where you can see them. Spines facing out. That's usually the way I do it. I'm not going to tell you how to do things, but that's generally the way people put up their books. Just FYI. Ooh, pizza for dinner. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. One housemate is doing I don't know what for dinner. The other one's doing spaghetti. And it's just kind of like, we did some minor shopping, so I guess maybe I'll have fish for dinner. I don't feel like cooking after this. The last thing I ever want to do after a live is have to cook, but apparently tonight's the night I have to. So again, it's quick. It's just trout. Yes, trout and some rice and whatever. Pizza for dinner for everybody. Apparently for everyone but me. Well, of course you haven't gotten your Kickstarter books yet, Greg. You ordered like what, 24 books, soft cover and hardcover. Don't worry, we're in the same boat. Although I didn't order the hardcovers, but we're in the same boat. We haven't gotten anything yet. And the new general retail release of Clan Building is this Wednesday. Finally. I forgot my comics upstairs. I actually picked up my comics this week. So 2 Mega Man and the Gargoyles Darkwing Duck crossover. Very excited. I think I have, that's issue number 2 for Mega Man, and they started at 0. So three more issues to go. I'm gonna be done with that one. Mexican for dinner. Hello, Morand. Welcome. Mexican. You guys are making me hungry, man. Like, I had a bowl of chips before I started here because I'm like, oh God, I forgot lunch again. And the last thing I want is my stomach going crazy like it did in Tuesday's live. So... And the Chris is here. Welcome. He couldn't make it on Tuesday because it was an oddball day, but at least Saturdays are a thing. Rice and instant broth for dinner. Had a robot rooting around inside. Oh no. No. I hate those. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. I hope you're still sore. I hope you start feeling better. Like any procedure where things have to go in is not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Mr. Sub for break. Guys, you're making me hungry. Why are you doing this to me, Matt? What did I ever do to you? I need to get myself to my local comic book store. DC and AEW did a crossover. Batman met Sting. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I'm intrigued. Let me know how it is. I am intrigued. Seriously. I want breakfast. I want breakfast for dinner too. Honestly, J. Albert King, I kind of just want breakfast for dinner, but that's a lot of freaking effort. Also, I don't think I have pancake mix, and I don't have bacon, and I don't have any potato. What shopping did we do? But pancake breakfast for dinner actually sounds very pleasant. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Just pop into the grocery store quickly. So, I had an idea. Mostly because I'm a freaking nerd in everything, apparently. And I wanted to run it by you guys. Now, granted, I don't expect you all to show up because this is a thing that's going to happen in the middle of the damn day. So, like, even I don't know if it's going to work out because scheduling and stuff, but I really want to try to make it work because I've kind of been wanting to do something similar. But, so anyway, I'll stop rambling. Kind of being Italian, kind of makes sense that, yeah, I kind of like the soccer. I legit, one time in elementary school, I think it was only my class and another class. It wasn't the entire school, but my teacher canceled class for half the day. So after lunch, it was no more classes. And we watched the World Cup because Italy was in it. So that's been my life as an Italian area, Italian teachers, it was bound to happen. So, I know a lot of people don't pay attention to soccer, but Italy has at least one game before they qualify for the World Cup this year. And I figured, you know what? I kind of want to do a live stream while watching the game. I want to nerd out with sports, with peoples. The only problem is I think the game is at like 1:45 in the afternoon on, wait, what day was it? Thursday, next Thursday. And yeah, so I'm tempted to do a live, like to do a live on the Thursday, watching the game, and then if Italy progresses, also do the live on the 31st if Italy makes it to the final. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. Granted, I may just do it anyway. It's a little bit of a thing of, y'all have jobs, and again, I don't know if I'll be able to make it work, but it's like, you guys have consistent jobs, and I expect none of you to show up, but I kind of still want to do it. Oh, Cosmine, I'm jealous. Yeah, bacon is life. Yes, thank you. Why y'all shrimp tacos and bacon? You a nerd, say it. I know, Truck. I know. I can't be. Can't. I know 2 things about sports. Greg, that's literally, no, you know 3 things about sports. Daryl Strawberry plays right field. He's better than Homer Simpson, and you use that quote. I think I'm open on that day. Yeah, don't quote. I can't even quote myself on that because, again, it's like, it's a week away and it's the middle of the day. I don't know, but at least it'll be up later in the day. But for me, it's going to be like, look, I want to watch the game. I want to watch with some people because unfortunately, all my sports people are back in Ontario. I literally can't go watch with them. So I figured, look, let me do a live. Some people may pop in, may pop out. We'll still do our regular chatting and whatever. And they'll, because also I can't stream the game on here. My channel will be annihilated in 5 seconds if I try and do that. But I'll have it, like, I have a TV back here. Although, yeah, TV back here. So like I can watch the game and still chat with you guys. And if you can watch the game, watch it with me. And then if not, like, keep up to date on what, it's soccer. It's slow, so there won't be a lot of updates. It'll literally just be a daytime live. That's it with soccer. That's essentially what it's going to be. But I like, if I get a couple people in here, but it's more of a thing of a daytime hangout, essentially. That's what it would be. As to putting them on a bookshelf, my roommate keeps saying he's going to make space so I can get one. Make your own space, Sean. Not really a sports person, but I may join the stream just because. Yeah, see, exactly. It's like, we'll still do the regular chat. The way I did by St. Patty's Day, where I'm building, we're still chatting about the same old. It's just I'm doing a little something extra. So Tuesday was a live build and some drinking. There won't be drinking during the soccer game because, again, it's the middle of the frickin' afternoon. But it'll just be on in the background type thing. I know George Costanzo worked the Yankees. Does that count? Sure. I can try, even though I don't care about... Again, it's not a caring if people care about soccer. It would be a thing of if I was hanging out with a group of people in the room, be like, guys, the game is on. I'm going to have it on in the background. You know, I'll be paying attention to it every so often, especially if someone scores or whatever. But we're here to hang out and chat. That sort of thing. Now I kind of want to go watch Omar Bat. I wonder why people don't put bacon in tacos. I mean, it's never on a menu, but maybe somebody does put bacon in tacos? Or maybe it's too much crunch. I don't know. Depends the taco, because if it's soft taco... Yeah, see, who says they don't? Although it's probably mostly the $8 horribly hip taco. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's... I'll pretend it's hockey on a field without sticks or pucks, but with added balls and shorts. There you go, Splark Hubert. Like, legit, I did want to do a live for the gold medal game, but it was 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, no one needs to see me that early. And I don't really want to chat with anybody at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to do that. But given that the soccer is, you know, in the afternoon, it's a little bit more feasible. I would prefer the evening, but it'll be a thing of, look, if my schedule works out, keep an eye on my socials, because that's where I'll post it. We're going to freaking do this. I have a hair that fell down and it's bothering me. There we go. But yeah, so we'll just do that. Well, one more thing I know, Chuck Norris's face was on the National Historic Registry because it contained the only surviving footprint of Bruce Lee. Yes. I used to play roller derby and professional football. Dang, Lindsay. Dang. Boo, no drinking. Wait, we don't drink in the middle of the freaking day? I mean, I live in a country where it's literally, we changed the drinking law so that people can drink at 6 o'clock in the morning so that they can watch hockey. That's where I live. I just don't, I don't drink, period, really. But yeah. Breakfast tacos, yes. Bacon in a soft taco is just a breakfast burrito. There you go. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure I've seen bacon in something. There you go. It's a breakfast burrito. It's that sort of thing. Okay, so I got some of you on board. So yes, I'm gonna, if it works out scheduling wise, yeah, I'm gonna do it then. It'll be another week with 2 lives. If it works out, we're gonna do all this. We're gonna do all the lives. Again, it's a random time. I don't care, but we're gonna do all the lives, all the dang lives. That's what we're gonna do. And also, because as I said, my time management skills are atrocious, and trying to get back into the groove of, oh, I need to edit again. I screwed up my schedule, my timing for my Tuesday shenanigans. I was trying to remember the word Tuesday. So yes, I screwed up my timing. I will be building tomorrow, but I doubt I'm going to be able to edit in time for a Tuesday shenanigan. So no Tuesday shenanigans this week. I know. I said I was going to be back on schedule starting today, and I already screwed it up. This past few days just got and yeah. So no Tuesday shenanigans. Friday Gargoyles video 1000%. That one's not being pushed. And then of course, if it works out, Thursday live, Saturday live, and then Tuesday shenanigans on the 30th. Oh. Well, we'll see what Italy does. We will see what Italy does, because I'm looking at the calendar. It's like, oh, the game will be on. I'll do both. Scrap it. I'll do both. More than likely, Italy's not going to win. So, I don't have high hopes for the dang team. I'm having a blast making fun of my mother's friends, because again, they're all old Italian people and stuff. They're diehard Italian fans, of course. And I'm like, it's March and you're still not in? You suck. I'm cheering for Argentina. It's been great. So yeah, maybe next week then it'll be Tuesday Shenanigans and Alive. Not next Tuesday, the 31st. That's what yes. 31st, maybe it'll be a busy day, but we're gonna try and do it. So big news, y'all. Who saw the Spider-Man trailer and who noticed that voice? Funny, I just saw that before going live, and apparently Keith David was like, "Are you sure?" But I didn't get to read the article. So even though nothing has been announced yet, Greg said on the podcast we recorded 2 weeks ago that he just finished another Gargoyles comic script. Yeah, just remind us before that's why my socials are there. I will always post to the socials. But yeah. But yes, comics. It's when, Greg. When? That's what I want. When are we starting up the storyline again? The crossovers have been fun. I also found out this past week, because somebody sent it to me, because they know I'm catching up on the Mega Man stuff, and obviously I do this. Let's see if I can find the chart for it. Because my thing is a disaster. But somebody did send me screenshots of just how well Demona did. And oh my gosh. Where'd it go? There we go. So it's the sales numbers for July 2025. And Gargoyles Demona #1 placed 138th out of the top 200 top comics for July 2025. Like it, where was it? Because I'm collecting Mega Man. Where did Mega Man go? It beat out Mega Man by a good, what, 30 spaces right there? Yeah, 138 compared to 162. Almost a full 30 spots above. Because yes. Yes. Because yes, Gargoyles is better. I'm not gonna say Mega Man's better. It's different. But Gargoyles beat out a thing that's been around for like, God, how long has Mega Man been around? I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna age myself. I don't want to do it. But yeah, that's how good Gargoyles is doing overall. Yes. If you and Greg start a morning talk show, it needs to be called Greg's and Bacon. Can we do this? Can we do this? I don't do anything with Greg without Jennifer, so work her name into that. Jennifer and Greg's and Bacon. Great. Heard rumors through new rock stars that Keith David could play anything from Kurt Connor's Lizard to literally being a narrator in a documentary Pete is watching. I like the rumors in one sense because it's like, oh, what are we gonna get? And at the same time, it's like, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. So I look at the rumors mostly because of this, of the channel. I want people to know. For me personally, I don't. 138 and not being a Marvel DC book is very good. See, exactly. Like it, I should have picked up the thing, not closed the thing. But I think we beat out Fantastic Four as well. Like that's how good Gargoyles has been doing. Specifically, again, Demona #1. And that was back in July. I think it takes, like, I don't even know how many months for those numbers to come out. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'm just gonna keep it open for the rest of the dang live. Let's see who else we beat out. Not surprisingly, we didn't beat out Transformers, but that's King Spawn, Nightwing, Star Wars, Dr. Alpha, another spawn. There's like 3 spawns. There are 2 spawns right there. Another spawn. There's like 5 spawns on here that Demona beat out. And again, it's not the whole list. It goes one. I got the list of like 118, 138, 142, 146. Like it skips a bunch. Gotham City Sirens we beat out. Green Arrow. The Thing. Godzilla. We beat out Godzilla. We beat out Flash. Oh my gosh. So let's do these numbers take digital sales into account? I don't remember, Greg. That's the only thing. Like let's see. Okay, no, it takes a while due to digital sales having to be counted. So yes, it includes digital. That's why it takes so long. So yeah, that includes digital. Hold on, I'm boiling. Ugh. I'm warm, I'm cold, I'm warm, I'm cold. But yes, so yeah, it includes digital sales. That's why, like, the list only literally came out, even though it's from July. So yeah, yeah, that's it. We beat out Batman. Did we? Wait, hold on. Did I say Batman? Yeah, Gotham City. We beat out the Flash. We beat out Spawn 5 times. So let's start taking bets. Where is Eduardo hatching? Back in the Manhattan Clan's custody, Demona's custody, or somewhere else? Oh my gosh. Greg, what are you doing? What you do? I mean, I want to say Demona's custody because I want to be a jerk like that and be like, like essentially things will get worse before they get better type thing. So that's my thing. Knowing Greg, I would not take that bet in any given direction. Hello, K.O. Joe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Times like these, I miss Wizard Magazine. I was 12 years old and still combed over the top 100 list like a little stockbroker. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. That's adorable. I don't gamble, but I want Eduardo to hatch with the Manhattan Clan. It's rightful family, but I'm tempering any expectations and look forward to just being pleasantly... Like, yeah, it's always the thing of, I want this to happen. What do I expect to happen? I want Eduardo to hatch with the Manhattan Clan. I don't think Eduardo is going to hatch with the Manhattan Clan. Because again, we're dealing with a Shakespeare nerd over here. Things are not going to get happy right away. So I think the more interesting question is, does everyone in the Manhattan Clan survive the attempt to get Eduardo back? Yes. Yes. As much as, you know, Greg likes to torture characters, I don't think anyone's going to be knocked off. I almost forgot. Okay, every Saturday. Unless again, I take it, but it's always Saturday. Always, it's the Tuesdays and the Thursdays and that I throw in randomly. Those are the odd ones. Of course, it beat out Spawn. Al Simmons is never getting out of that damn alley. Also, ironically enough, played by Keith David. Right? See? One thing about the Gargoyles universe, life isn't fair there. This is why I am, again, it's not knowing Greg Weisman, because again, I don't know the man, but just you pay attention to the little things. Like, again, it's still geared towards, not so much the comics, but the show was geared towards kids. So it's always a little bit of a happy ending after each episode. Happy ending, quotations. But Greg loves Shakespeare, and Shakespeare is definitely not happy endings. So essentially the Gargoyles universe this is how life is. So again, I would like it for Eduardo to hatch back with the Manhattan Clan. I don't see it happening. Just knowing how, you know, essentially Gargoyles reality is. I don't see it happening. Do I see Eduardo back with the Manhattan Clan soon after? Hopefully soon after. Because again, dang it. See the end of see the end of Metamorphosis. Like again, Greg kept it light because it was a TV show for kids. You can't pile on all the negativity and everything. But like even the Emir technically didn't have the like the Emir was gone. Granted, he's back with his son, but people say they want the wish fulfillment storytelling, but Gargoyles doesn't do that. See that? Yeah. See again. It's yeah. It's nice to have the wish fulfillment, but that gets boring. And it's understandable, again, for a kid's show. But now that we're doing the comics, and it's, I guess it has switched a different age group. I don't want to say nothing. Like, I'm wondering if it actually says the age. that it's geared towards. Like, the TV show was essentially ages like 6 and up. But I'm wondering if it says, come on, Dynamite. Does it say? Does it say? Probably not. No, I don't want the Darkwing Duck ones. Here, let's just click on Demona. Yeah, because I don't think they say meant for ages or whatever anymore. Because it's still Disney, so it's still technically geared towards kids. But, so from what we've seen, not quite, but... I mean, you literally have a character called Macbeth. We might as well have a villain called Capulet whose gimmick is poisoning teenagers. I mean, ups and downs, life in general, but I like to think one strong theme of all the Gargoyles... the theme... the theme, yeah, I would say, yeah, is hope. But the thing is, it's hope despite all the terrible things happening type of thing. Oh my... sorry. Terrible Leafs, terrible goal against the Leafs. So yeah, it's persevering hope, you know, considering all the stuff that's happening, that sort of thing. So life is going to have the ups and downs. It's just, you got to have that hope, and things one day you hope will get better. So right now it's we hope we get the egg back. Now I'm regretting not getting some French bread or some sourdough to go with my dinner. And I plan to talk about this on our Reckoning show. So many fans expected Angela's presence to mellow Demona. Opposite happened. Demona has gotten worse. The comics are marked teen. Thank you, Morand. For some reason on Dynamite's website, it doesn't say that. I guess maybe because, like, no, it says add to cart. Nah. But there we go. They're marked teen. So it is a different age group already that it's being targeted towards. So Greg can actually be more evil to his characters. Terrible things happening, as will now be illustrated by the Maple Leafs. Thank you. Yes, yes. Oh, that's such a bad one, man. It's a like it's being under. Ooh, it may not count. I'm gonna keep that up just to see what the heck happens, because I'm waiting for the ref to show back up. But yeah, I understand wanting the happy ending in. Oh no, it can't. No, wait, no, it's still review. Hope is something the world really needs right now, so let's bring... Yeah, see, I understand, because especially in a world like today where everything, the news just being thrown at you is just like so dang... God, we suck. Why am I watching? The goal was disallowed, and 5 seconds later... Anyway, so with like a world so bleak, I understand, you know, using media, so Gargoyles, any book you read, any comic series, to see the hope there and wanting everything to work out nicely, because again, the news just bombards you with such crap over and over again. But good storytelling does not give you all the happy endings. It doesn't. Good writing is going to make you feel the things, all the things. So, yeah. The interplay between Demona, Coldstone, and Katana over Eduardo is one I've been extrapolating a bit and can imagine some bittersweetness coming out of it before the end of the next series. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm really, like, I'm so... Oh, this is why, like, I don't want to wait too long after Darkwing is over. I mean, Darkwing's over next month. I don't want to wait until, like, June or July for the series to start up again. Like, first of all, in July, I'm not even in town. I go visit family out in Ontario. So it's like, like, do I pick up my... I don't mind picking up my comic out in Ontario, but I got to drive a lot further because my mother lives out in the middle of nowhere. And again, I wouldn't even be reading it because I usually hold off. And it's one more thing to pack. I really don't. You do not want to see the stuff I bring back from Ontario every year. Like, I have a giant suitcase when I go out there. And Weissman is a Shakespeare nerd, and Shakespeare is baked into the show's DNA, so is Faulkner. See? See? Greg, are you... That's literally what I said like 10 minutes ago. Why you do this, man? Happy endings are fine and wonderful in most fairy tales, but in real life, there is life after happy endings, so I also look for bittersweet continuations in life. How dare you, Splargery Goobert? What is... That is traitor behavior. What is this? How I am wounded. Splargery Goobert, how could you do this to me? Ah! I don't even have a box of tissues now. I want to cry. I want to cry now. No, I didn't mention Faulkner because that's the name I keep forgetting. It's not a name I use in everyday life. It's not like Shakespeare offed all his characters either. Benedict and Beatrice didn't end up in the wood chipper or anything. No, he doesn't kill everyone, but he knocks off quite a few. In very interesting ways. But, oh, now is it 3-0? Is it 3-0? Look what you did, Splargery Goobert. Look what you did. I used to be partial to tragedy in my youth before age taught me that life is tragic enough. Cordelia did. Oh no, it's still 2-0? Okay, good. I don't even know what they were cheering for. I don't know what the heck's happening. Again, I'm not watching the game. I just know that the Leafs suck. Cut back from the Olympics and pfft, done. Just done. I'm from Ottawa. I'll always back the Sens or the Habs. No. The Habs are fine. If you back the Habs, even I will back the Habs. Not against Toronto, but I cheer on the Habs lots of times. Never the Sens. I don't care that you're from Ottawa. No, you take that cheering out of your dang mouth. You stop that right now. We don't do this. No. I will not have this in my chat. How dare you? Sens, especially since they have a Tkachuk. No. Bad, Splargery Goobert. Bad. To me, Gargoyles has never been about being happy. Life isn't black and white. It's stone gray. Cute. Things never get good per se, but as long as the heroes continue to fight, things do get better. See, there you go. Perfect. Because yeah, Gargoyles is essentially just real life in animated form, in comic book form. It's just life. It's art imitating life. We've just thrown in some mythological creatures and some magical ones and whatever and gone, this is how life is. We just made it a little fancier. That's it. That's all Greg really did. It's the life, which is why I like books and I won't say comics because I literally don't read comics except for Gargoyles and Mega Man right now. But books and TV shows, whatever, it's like, no, it's life. It's supposed to suck. It's kind of why I like the cop shows and whatever. Because it's brutal. I will admit, I think there's a lot of story potential if Eduardo spends years with Demona. No, but I don't. See, again, it's the thing of, I understand it's good story. I don't want that to happen. No, please, no, not years. Not years with Demona. No, that hurts. Couple months. I'll give it a couple months. How about that? That's my bargaining. That's not the word I was looking for, but bargaining is going to be. That's the word I'm going with. That's all you get. But yeah, just no. Don't do this to little Eduardo. No. Oh, but yeah, the potential. Oh, even my mind's just racing with the potential story. Dang. I've read comic books most of my life, so yeah, I'm that kind of nerd. I had a handful of comic books that my brother had picked up, and I don't even know from where we got them. One of these days, I really want to try and find the one comic that I kept reading. It was one issue. I just kept reading the story over and over again because I had no idea what was going on. So I was just like, Also, Angelica, blonde, and Angela, dark hair. Eduardo, potentially white hair. Demona's daughter's hair being weird sister's hair. Oh no! We're just gonna mess with Demona even more, aren't we? Poor Demona. Poor Demona. Unfortunately, media trying to pander to the modern audience. Yeah. Man, I don't even know what search terms I would use to find that comic, because it'd be like, oh, forced wedding, because that didn't happen in the comics at all. I don't even know the year. 6? There's just... Surprisingly, it's all... Why did Superman come up? What? Here, if I... It's still all Superman. What is it? Google, why are you doing this? Why are you failing me so hard? Wow. Just, I don't know what the Googles are doing. Like, I just need an image that, like, the thing is, I know it wasn't one of the, like, DC or, well, it could have been, but it was one of the random ones. I would be very surprised if I still had the copy somewhere buried in storage. I didn't find it when I was looking for my Gundam and stuff, because completely different storage bins. Like, here are all the toys, here are all the this and whatever. So, yeah. Maybe surprise wedding? I don't know. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna find it. There, I have so little memory of it. I would hope Eduardo grows back. I'm not even gonna finish reading your comments, Blargy Goopert. That's just mean. If anything, Eduardo is gonna be at least a Rangers fan. Like, come on. I'll judge Eduardo for that. But no. What is this? I grew up reading comics, always loved comics, classic Marvel and DC stuff, which is probably why I had more affection for the Fantastic Four than most of the fandom seems to. Unfortunately, growing up with immigrant parents, comics weren't a thing girls did. I literally got away with it because of a little brother. Otherwise, comics not really a thing I could do. Essentially, it was bad enough that I was watching hockey and wrestling growing up. It was... And I hated wearing makeup. And I broke every single rule. I was watching some videos and it was brought up that Demona is not really a villain. Demona's a bad guy, not a villain she's a villain in the sense of she has goals that go against, obviously, our heroes. And I mean, it goes against everyone's goals of, please don't destroy humanity. But she has this major goal, and yeah, it goes against everyone. So she is a villain, but she created herself. She's a self-created villain. It's not like somebody did her wrong and became a villain, whatever. Yeah, the humans did her wrong, but they did everyone wrong. And yeah, Demona takes things way too personally sometimes. I mean, you can see it in episode 1. Superman came up because the character Maxima demanded Superman be her groom since she viewed him as her only equal. Good to know. See, again, I haven't read comics. Demona is a villain by any definition of the word, see. Demona didn't start out as a villain when Gargoyles started. I want to say technically she did. Technically, because the plan to have the castle sacked was already in play. Guaranteed, probably. And remember, because time keeps looping, she already had the clan destroyed by the time the first episode started. Hey, TLK is here! Her name is literally Demona. I think that strongly hints at villainy. It wouldn't be a more adult book like Strangers in Paradise. I literally no idea. Demona is a mass murderer on screen. She's a... Yeah, see that? I keep forgetting that. Yeah, she's murdered quite a few people. And they showed it on a kids' television show. At the turn of the 20th century, both genders, boys and girls, read comics in equal measure. Very cool to know. And that makes me happy. Comics aren't just for boys. Remember when Demona turned the people of New York into stone? Remember when she blew up You with her canon? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Saying my mom hated that I was more into comics and games than boys. Yeah, I was the girl that was catching bugs in the schoolyard. I wanted hockey skates when it was time to learn how to skate. I didn't want figure skates. I wore baggy clothes. I did all that shtick. I played with trucks. I did have Barbies, obviously, but then kind of little brother. And so I started playing with trucks and Transformers and Power Rangers, and I did all that. Beetleborgs. Oh God, I gotta find my Beetleborgs. All that stuff. I just went down the boys' route. Her moral base has shifted since we first met her. Quite a... Whew. She also has no compunction in murdering other guys. Not wrong. Like, it's you're either with me or against me. That is her mentality. Like, she'll play nice with gargoyles, she'll play nice with humans, but as soon as you get in her way, she's done. You know what else they showed in a kid's show? Hunter's Moon Part 1. Elisa undercover when the thugs approach her for a first date. What am I supposed to think the implication is? Right? Like, whoops. Whoopsie. Okay, we're still losing. Good to know. Yeah, I don't even... I can't even say. Was it Marvel? Was it Image Comics? I don't bloody well know. Literally the only thing I can remember, because it was the 90s comics, the female character getting married had big boobs. That's comics in general, so that's not even gonna freaking narrow it down. One of those things that's just... But unfortunately it's giving me like all DC and Marvel, so maybe if I take those out... But I could be... Yeah, it'd be nice if I spelled Marvel with an L instead of a semicolon. And it's still giving me DC and Marvel. That's fun. Maybe I just put 90s. Because I don't know the actual year. 1990s. Can I stop putting random signs in my dang searches? That would really bloody well help. And I'm still getting DC and Marvel. Like balls. Google search is not what it used to be. I will say that. Because usually putting this many terms, I'd get something close. And nothing. Maybe if I just search popular comics in the 90s. That's not going to help. God, I'm searching for stuff in the 1900s. I don't remember how I reacted to any of this seeing it for the first time, but I do seem to recall being a bit surprised her damage done in City of Stone didn't get it. See, yeah, it didn't get undone. This is not a thing. Yeah. Yes, Wolfpack, it is Mega Man. Mega Man X. Still waiting on my other one that I ordered back in November. Estimated delivery, February 2026. That's nice. It's the end of March. Oy. One thing I hope we finally get to see in the next... Yes, Broadway and Angela's commitment ceremony. I've been waiting forever for that to happen. That's the thing that I've been sitting like, I need to see this. Like, for the love of Pete, give me the commitment ceremony. I want to see what the frack happens. Just, gimme. Gimme. And it's gonna give me... Like, dang, if I could see an image of the main female character, I'd remember it in a freaking heartbeat. I don't want the 10 best or the 20 best. I need the top 100 and minimum. Good comics from the 90s. Let's see if that works. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. I do remember being absolutely torn, though. Cartoons were kid stuff, yet here was a cartoon that most definitely was not, and no way to explain that to anyone not already in the know. Yeah. But of course, being 8 years old watching it, it's like, oh, it's a dark... It was, for me, it was like, oh, it's another Batman type thing. Gargoyles benefited from a very understanding and liberal S&P executive and higher-ups who weren't paying attention. Yep. I always love seeing more gargoyle culture. That's the thing. Like, I want to see more of that. And I see that's kind of one of the things, not to say anything bad towards Greg, because obviously, like, they had their storyline, they had to do certain things to keep the show popular and all that stuff. So this isn't a knock towards Greg and company and all that stuff. Because honestly, in a kid's cartoon who really wants to see a commitment ceremony type, like, it was done properly. But one of the problems I noticed that Greg has had over the years is explaining to people over and over and over again, these are gargoyles, they're not humans with wings. And I think part of the thing that kind of hurt getting that point across was not showing more gargoyles culture. And again, it was a TV show, they had storyline to go through to keep the show popular and keep kids watching. Like, that stuff I all understand. But if to this day and age, we're still trying to explain Hudson and Broadway don't give a F that they are biologically related. Hudson sees Brooklyn as his son, as Lexington as his son, because that's how the clan works. Every egg in that rookery is his son or daughter. That's how it works. And so, like, stuff like that now hopefully can, not hammered home, but just a little bit more of, they're not humans with wings, they're gargoyles, they have a completely different culture, they do things differently. Stop trying to, Angela didn't help. Because again, raised by humans wants the, and again, people picked up on that wrong, because it was, she needs Goliath to recognize her as his daughter because she's the only daughter around, he's the only father around. So while people are seeing it as a, oh look, father-daughter like humans, it's no, they're literally the only one of thing that they have. If Gabriel had come along with them, Goliath would have had 2 children with him. That sort of thing. Bah! There have been weddings and kid shows on occasion, at least I think there was one in Spider-Man in the 90s. They're there, but it's not a thing that they really do a lot of because kids don't care. I don't think kids care about the weddings. To be fair, most of the show, the original 6 thought they were the only ones left. That too. Xanatos and Fox had wedding. Took all of 2 seconds. Maybe it was a Seaman reprint where Jean Grey was being manipulated by the Hellfire Club to marry Sebastian Shaw in order to control the Phoenix. No. That much I know. It wasn't... Because I would have recognized X-Men. And Goliath as the son of his heart. See them as his children. $20 says Hudson laid those eggs himself. Fox and Xanatos got married and it was very romantic. Very. My mouth does not want to pronounce her name. I know how to pronounce her name. And my brain's going, nope. Yeah, she had 2 weddings in the same episode. But again, they were like quick just to get the story. They weren't focused on the wedding. That's what I mean. People complaining about Goliath not being a good father to the trio really irks me. See, and that's another thing. Goliath has to not only be father to the trio, he has to be leader to the trio. He kind of balances. I think he does a good job of both. He teaches them and whatever, and they're his, warriors when he needs to go into battle, all that stuff. Yeah. People are weird. Right. I'm going to see if I can see a cover that maybe skip to the oh, it's not going to show me covers, is it? Oh, it is. Just a quick, but I doubt it. There's like Hellboy and Astros, like, yeah, it's a lot of, yeah, Hellblazer and I remember that one. Sin City. I'm just hoping for something to... Oh, not that one. Yeah, not Batman, obviously. Madman from... Don't think anything's gonna hit. Goliath is more their big bro and leader. Yeah, like, he'll play role of father-ish just because he's older, but Big Brother does the same thing. Hudson is more their father figure. Anyone who thinks Goliath isn't a good leader to the trio needs to look at Thrill of the Hunt with Goliath admitting Lex was right. Yep. It's people not understanding that he's actually their older bro. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, they want to put him in the father zone just because he is older, but I'm like, no, biologically he'd be a very big brother. Hudson would be father. You know, and it's the age gap that makes people go, oh, but he's a father. No, he's just a really big brother. I always thought Goliath more like the big brother. Yeah, see, there you go. Goliath is too young to be the trio's dad. Yeah, biologically, again, he's too young to be the dad. If it was a thing of entire clan was wiped out and it was Goliath and them, it would be more of a father role because, yeah, but he'd still biologically be big brother age. That sort of thing. And again, how many stories have we read over the years where, you know, the big brother takes on the father role? It happens, but biologically, Goliath is big brother. How am I? 1 week of not doing. No, I did a live on Tuesday, and this wasn't. But I was slow talking on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm already losing my voice, and we're not even an hour in. Not even an hour in. You guys are gonna annihilate me this week. It's gonna be fun. Oh dear. Who wants to take over chatting for a bit so I get a break? It's like with Xanatos, some people look at things very binary, good guy or bad guy. He didn't change so much as he evolved, and it's more nuanced than what Chronicles did. See? I love Xanatos. Xanatos is a villain, but at the same time, he's not. Like, Xanatos just is out for Xanatos. And Bronx is the good doggo, correct. They see Angela as the same age as the trio and assume that Goliath is all... Yeah, that's the thing. It's the math and people not paying attention, really, even though it's in their face of... And like Angela's from the eggs that were taken from the rookery, and the trio are the same age, but because of Avalon math, she is now their age, and it's just, yeah. When you encounter these people, send them to Garwiki's misconceptions and Greg, you think people read? I'm sorry, Greg. People don't read. If after watching the show half a dozen times, people still haven't picked up on certain things, they're not going to read up on it. That's one reason why I started doing a YouTube, so people didn't have to read. They just have to sit there and listen. Because people don't read, unfortunately. It is a truth when it comes to, yep, no. They accuse Goliath of giving Angela special treatment over the trio because of the... And Angela doesn't even get special treatment. She is the only daughter around him. And he is the only father around her. Well, Hudson too. But like, her rookery parents are Goliath and Demona. And Coldstone and Coldfire and Cold Steel. Like, those are her parents. It's just... And now with the comics, she has a few of them. She has Coldfire and she has Goliath. Those are her rookery parents. Yeah. Gargoyles trusted its audience. Many shows don't, and yeah. I've got this. Welcome to the Chris Hype live stream. Here we talk about hot sauce shoemaking and how to get hot sauce stains out of shoes. Hot sauce is not my friend. Xanatos stopped being a villain in my eyes. Xanatos is villain when it goes against, you know, again, our heroes. But Xanatos himself is not a villain. In the beginning, you could call him that because he wanted to dominate the Gargoyles. Like, these are a thing that I bought. I want to have control of them, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Xanatos is just be like, nah. They're there. As long as they don't get in my way, they don't bother me. But yeah, people should read. It's a life skill. Yeah. I am sure the mutates have their own thoughts on that. He's still a villain. It's just the situation evolved. He uses... Yeah, see. it's just Xanatos being Xanatos. He's not a Theolog where he's out to, you know, he's not a Theolog, he's not a Demona. He's just like, no, I gotta go do this thing, just stay out of my way. He wanted to create his own gargoyles. He's a villain towards the mutates. And I mean, if he had asked, maybe some would have said yes, but it's the lack of consent that made him a villain there. It's those other people who kept insisting that Goliath's a bad neglectful. Yeah, again, you can send them to the Garg Wiki and point stuff out. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That's all it really is. The amount of things I see being posted in Facebook groups of, hey, you know, this, and I'm just sitting there going, no, you have everything wrong. It's like, I literally did a video on this already. How are you still getting this wrong? No, I still wouldn't even say he's a redeemed villain. No. Weissman yelled at someone who called Xanatos redeemed. See, yeah, no. I won't call him a villain. Certain people will call him a villain due to whatever effect he has had on their life. But overall, I would not call Xanatos a villain. He's just a guy who's out to do his own thing. Just let him do. Literally, if you don't get in his way, he doesn't do anything to you. Really, if he's not trying to control you, he's not going to bother you. Oh, hi Diego. So glad you were at least able to drop in. I'm trying to write books and their symbolism into my Garg Sona's backstory, plus her home HQ is a magic library. I like magic libraries. As far as storytelling, I can see Demona getting attached to Tachi. It could be a tragedy for her losing yet another. That's the thing. It's like she had Angelica and they went through the life and everything and just, you know, it tore her apart. She had a chance with Katana. Oh, excuse me. And she said no. So the fact that she wants essentially another daughter, that's where it's like, Demona, what are you doing? Like, are you doing this literally just to hurt the clan? Or are you looking for someone that you can go, hey, yeah, we're going to deal with this immortality. You're going to hit a certain age. I'm going to convince you over the years that you should become an immortal like me and get her to do that. And therefore then does have a forever daughter. Like this is why I love Demona. This is why I love Demona. There's no making sense of her brain. Love it. I'm pretty sure Xanatos is a villain. That's the reason his character, again, he's not really a villain. He just, again, he had things that he wanted to do, and like the gargoyles kind of ruined his plans, and then he wanted to find out where they live because he wanted to control them. Because again, it's like, oh, essentially I spent all this money, I should be able to get them to do what I want, but they are too, you know, they are themselves. So Steel Clan, but Steel Clan has its limitations. Okay, let's do mutates. Oh, I did the, you know, human thing again, so that didn't work out. It's just, he's trying to get certain things done and he just keeps not working. Not for nothing, but I'm working on new ways for David X to abuse the labyrinth dwellers. Nice. Oh, bye, Greg. Have a good night. Have fun on the other side of the internets. I needed to preface that because the other side usually means other things. No, it's not that one. But yeah, I don't see Xanatos as a true villain. I see Demona as a true villain. And obviously, but Xanatos, the only time really that he shows up as a problem is because essentially the clan got in the way. Like, if you look at The Edge, Xanatos was just out doing his thing. The only reason why there was a battle was because Goliath and the trio went after him. Otherwise, okay, he stole, like, he stole the Eye of Odin back. Granted, he was committing crimes or whatever, but he needed the gargoyles' attention. He wasn't actually doing it to make the gargoyles look like bad guys in the eyes of the city. He was literally trying to bait Goliath, and it eventually worked. It's that sort of thing. The billionaire geneticist married to the action TV star with the interdimensional imp man servant who manipulates a thousand-year-old flying Vikings to do his dirty work, the villain? No. I love the way you put that. Oh my god. That's beautiful. Then how come on the NECA Gargoyles Xanatos box that he says he's a villain? Because it's NECA. Do I have the box anywhere near me? Do I have the box? Nope, I got Angela's and I got Brooklyn's. I got Lex. I really need to put these boxes away. But that's more of a marketing thing. That they do it all the time. And it's so, again, that's for toys, and it's so villain, hero, villain, hero. Antagonist than villain. Thank you, Cosmina. Exactly. He's more antagonist. He's just doing his own thing. He's just doing his own thing. Gargoyle Prince. I don't know if I ever dropped a comment, but I've devoured your Gargoyles content. You rock, pun intended. Thank you. Hold on. Rui Silva. Thank you. Thank you. Xanatos at best is amoral, and yeah, amoral. Antagonist, not a villain. No one, see, they have to put villain on the box because no one's gonna go, because everyone's gonna go, what the heck is an antagonist? Unfortunately. Xanatos is sort of like Iron Man with less morals and wings. There you go. See, I still have to read that. I really should. I still need to read that. Being a filthy capitalist automatically makes Xanatos a villain. Okay, fine. I will give Splargy Goober a point on that one. She's not wrong on that one. Goliath and the clan would find being called Vikings insulting, considering they fought to get there. There's that too. I repeat, I think it is a big tell that he chose to get married in his gargoyle armor. Right? It's a... I didn't know you did lives. Is there any big news in the Gargoyles world? No big news. Unfortunately, Gargoyles is not a hot commodity, essentially. Like, if I did a channel on Transformers, literally every dang day there would be news. Not the case with Gargoyles, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's just Darkwing Duck is going to end next month, and hopefully in the next couple months we get the continuation of the main storyline. That's kind of the news of Gargoyles. At this point, as of the comics, a kind of rocky frenemy to the clan. Yeah, frenemy. Frenemy is a good way to put it. He's quite literally a member of the Illuminati. That too. I'm not saying it is, but no, wait, yes I am. I am totally Goliath cosplay. Yes, it's his Goliath cosplay. Let's normalize that. It's his Goliath cosplay. 100%. Even Demona is not a true villain. Like, deep down, she doesn't want to be a villain. The only pure evil villain was Goliath's clone. No, Demona's a villain. Again, she is a mass murderer. She's a villain. 100%. 100%. Just like Thalog is, type thing. Like, they have goals and they will get rid of whoever gets in their way, whereas Xanatos is like, please let me do my thing, leave me alone. You're in my way, I'm going to get you out of the way and go do my thing anyway. I don't want you bothering me. Xanatos works quietly, essentially, whereas Demona and Thalog not so much. Xanatos has serious Goliath envy, 1000%. And then he goes out and commissions a Goliath copy of his first child, and yeah, see? I don't want to make the... I have to... He's got it bad for Goliath. There you go. He's got it bad for Goliath. Xanatos is a Gargoyles kin. Demona is very much, yeah. I'd honestly love Gargoyles video game with gliding, sort of like Batman Arkham games. There's a really old one from back in late 90s that somebody did where you could glide, but you were your own character, not one of the clan. I don't remember what it was called. Somebody else will remember for me. I want to make a crude joke about the armor being the only way Xanatos would get be inside Goliath. Thank you, TLK, for that. Thank you so much for that. He just really loves the guy. He wants to smooch Goliath. Yes, dude, no, I have them up there. I can't grab them. But Demona is such a tragic character that it's hard to blame her for her evil doings. No, it's very easy to blame her for her evil doings. She's a tragic character, 100%. She is responsible for how she reacts to her tragedies. Goliath has similar tragedies. They both lost their clan. Goliath did not go on a mass murdering spree. Demona kind of did. So, again, we got to stop passing off the responsibility just because, you know, oh, these terrible things happened to this character. The character's still responsible for how they react, just like any person is in real life. Your tragedies are a thing that happened. No one's going to deny you those tragedies. No one's going to say those tragedies didn't happen and they shouldn't have affected you. No one's going to say that. But if you turn into a jerk afterwards and start going, yeah, but this happened. Yeah, but this happened. Yeah. Eventually people are going to go, either you start healing or go away. Like, the way Disney is doing villains these days, she would likely just be misunderstood. Not wrong. Not wrong. And again, the misunderstanding for Demona would have been very early, like after the massacre and all that stuff. But at this point, not anymore. No, she's not misunderstood anymore. Just let them kiss. You know what, Splargry Goobert? For you, if I do the Thursday live, right before the game starts, I'll bring down my Goliath and my Xanatos and I'll have them kiss for you, okay? Do you want Xanatos in his armor or just regular Xanatos? That's the question. Love your contents. Much love from Austin, Texas. Thank you, Royce. Thank you. Plus, you know, he monologues. Oh, I gotta go. You guys having a good night. Have a good night, Evan Star. Making my own gargoyle and interacting with the rest of the clan sounds thrilling. How would your gargoyles sell? Oh, I don't even know. I'm boring in that sense. I'm not creative in that sense. Do the pack continue their antics in the comics? We haven't seen them yet. God, someone remind me if I'm wrong. Or correct me if I'm wrong. No, but we haven't seen them yet. We saw them in the SLG comics, because bad guys. I do not recall. No. In general, I am a very understanding person with villains as complex as Demona. I kind of can't. No. Demona's one of my favorite characters. It's because of who she is. I wouldn't love her as much if she wasn't Demona. I've read some Garg fanfics that cover such points, does he? So yeah, true in fiction as in real life. Goliath has a vengeful streak in him too, but he tends to hold the actual perpetrators responsible instead of spreading it to anyone else related. See, that's the thing. See? They are both very angry characters. Goliath and Demona have tempers. It's just Goliath knows how to direct it to who's responsible, and also he doesn't, like, he hates the hunters. That's fine. They nearly killed his daughter. But he doesn't go around trying to murder humanity because of, you know, a handful of people. Can you kiss Goliath bang too? You want that face? You want that face? I mean, I'm fine. Because I only have Xanatos not in his armor out of the box yet. So if you want Xanatos in his armor, it's gonna have to wait. We saw Wolf and right. Thank you, TK. I'm like, we've seen Wolf, but again, that's about it. How do you feel about Lisa? Doesn't look like her in the next. She looks close enough. That's the thing. Like, I knew NECA wasn't going to exactly copy the animated versions. The only ones that why, I don't know. I mean, they did it for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They do it for many of them. For Gargoyles, they went, no, we're gonna go in this direction, which I think hurt them in the long run, because people want the animated, the cartoon accurate. Coming from you know, the Transformers world, do you know how many times I hear people going, oh, Hasbro is making this figure it's not cartoon accurate, I don't want it, or they want it, and then it's like, please also give us the cartoon accurate one. People want what they see on the screen. So when Mondo went, hey, yeah, we'll take the Gargoyles license and we're going to give people the cartoon accurate versions, those are going to do well. Now, the problem is they're cost 3 times as much as the NECA ones, but like, she's as close as we were going to get with NECA wanting to do their own thing. I don't know half the time what NECA, why they make the decisions that they do. NECA, really, that they wanted more realistic ones, so again, they did what they did. It would have been nice if they did cartoon accurate, but NECA always finds a way to disappoint me. Demona's not a villain in blank, if that makes sense. She has a backstory that at least explains, if not justifies, some of her character. In other words, a good villain. Exactly. Like, she's not Skeletor. She's not evil for the sake of being evil, sort of thing. People like Skeletor, I'm not going to bash them for that. But, like, she has reasons for being the way she is. That doesn't justify her being the way she is, but it explains why she is the way she is. Xanatos kissing his arm. The chat jumped on me again. Business suit Xanatos is fine. Okay, good. I'm usually a quiet person, but I too want to yell and get angry at people. I just don't do it online. I'll do it in person. I just don't do it online. Because people don't read. And they put tone where there isn't tone. Xanatos and his armor in bed, and Xanatos is the little spoon. Am I gonna have to buy one of those, like, doll beds from IKEA and do that? I disagree to some extent. I was very happy with the somewhat not animation accurate approach NECA took. Yeah, like, some people are like the non-cartoon accurate. Some people hate it. Like, again, but I from what I've seen and being in so many fandoms, I'm not in them, but I just keep an eye out for what's being released. A lot of the times it's people going, I want the cartoon accurate one. They'll be happy with a NECA win as long as it did, because people were happy with it. And then they decided to go, hey, by the way, here's 5 different Goliaths. Not even different Goliaths, here's 5 Goliaths. So, like, NECA made their choices, they made their errors. I'm okay with the non-cartoon accurate version, because for me it was, ooh, gimme Gargoyles. I already prefer the look Mondo has given. I just won't be collecting Mondo because I am broke. Those are not going to be cheap figures. I get that. It hurts that I can't collect those. Mondo, at least let me review. For the love of Pete, let me review. Give me that at least. I will send it back. I don't have to keep it. Just give me something to review. If I was a Gargoyle, I'd go with mid-hurt grade. Probably, but more humanoid face. Very cool. I think NECA should have done a run of cartoon accurate figs before the realistic one. At least, but... I hate how this chat just jumps on me. Oh, there we go. My job can be quite stressful. Isn't that work in general? But I mean, I also bought the Kenner figures back in '97. We all know how that turned out. Do I need to move my camera? Because you can see Bronx right there. It's right there. But yeah, it's... For me, it was gimme Gargoyles. They were cheap enough. Not really with the Canadian conversion. But yeah. I wish we had an in-between of Mondo's quality and NECA's price point type thing. Give me cartoon accurate for $30. And 30 Canadian, or 30 American. I'm fine with 30 American. Because that's like 45 Canadian. It's doable. It's doable. Not right now for me, but it's doable. That's a NECA issue. Yeah, I love the realistic ones except for the wings and the brittle plastic. Oh my god. I still haven't even fixed Lex. My Lex is still borked. And he's probably going to stay borked. Because screw you, NECA. I'm not a fan of NECA. He makes Foxworthy armor. I remember figures like Ice Broadway and other elementals. It's just silly kids. Yeah, again, when they start doing stuff like that, that's where the toy companies are just like, we need more money. We're gonna make these things. Everyone has to remember, as much as the storyline for Gargoyles is bloody fantastic and rare for the time that we got it, every company will use a children's show as a glorified toy commercial. Gargoyles is not a glorified toy commercial, but they are going to use it to make money on the other end. And it's just, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, they'll come up with weird stuff like that. Yeah. Armor Xanatos should kiss business Xanatos. You know, okay. Now I'm trying to think who to review next, because I have Silver Falcon Broadway, I have Armored Xanatos, and I have Steel Clan. I have Theolog. I don't know if I want to do an actual review on Theolog, because it's Goliath in a different color. You know? I actually don't know if I want to review Theolog. Or I might, because even Broadway, but Broadway has so, at least comes with, I don't even know what I'm doing. And they should all kiss Mega Man. Why are you gonna bring Mega Man into this? He's so little. I like the NECA figures. I know I've mentioned this before, but I use them in my art practice. Yeah, see, they do have their pluses and minuses. It's just, yeah. Hey, Kieran is here. If the chat could stop jumping on me for once, that would be great. In my country, I never even saw the default colors for sale. Yeah, that's another thing. It sucks how G.I. Joe toys are so expensive to collect. That's everything, though. If you're going for the older stuff, too, you're going to pay an arm and a leg. I don't think the NECA figures went all the way realistic, either. There was one of the cover artists for Manhattan who did that with startling effect. I mean, yeah. NECA was the first Gargoyles we got in a long time, so I forgave yeah, exactly. I forgave them for the non-cartoon aesthetic. It's like, just give me Gargoyles. I just want Gargoyles. So that's why I ended up with pretty much the, yeah, I'm just missing the Vows 2-pack and the version that came with the game, because I just got the game. I'm like, I already have a Goliath. I don't need another one. Those are the only two I'm missing. But yeah, like, I'm like, just give me Gargoyles. I need a new Goliath and Brooklyn figure. Kieran, they are everywhere at like Ross. And I think Walmart. They're popping up everywhere. No, Moran, my Lexington, one of the ports for his wings, every time if I move his arm, it pops right out. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I haven't found a way to fix it yet. Forgot to mention my husband got me Lex for Valentine's Day. Keep him in the box. Keep him in the box. It might work out better. Realism lets me imagine how the Garg hunks would look if they were real. I love it. Yes. See? It worked for people. It still worked for many, many people. As is tradition since the dawn of Saturday morning cartoons. I had a Blue Goliath figure with Griffin armor. Oh, you had the one with the that's the one. That's one of the ones I'm missing. I want that one. I'm also not willing to pay what people are asking for that one. Cause it's like, yeah, I get it, guys. It's an old figure, but it's an old figure. Come on. No, Theolog has a briefcase. Totally right. Vastly different. Just that briefcase. Totally different figure now. Nowadays, it's Fortnite skins instead of toys. Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand the upcoming generation, but again, Fortnite skins for the companies are cheaper than making toys. So I know why they went in that direction. Yeah, Cosmina answered the names of the clones. Perfect. Hey, Mighty Darkside. Better late than never. Better late than never. But yeah, the NECA figures are a thing. That's all. Just love them or hate them. At least we got figures. And because they did at least decent enough and the comics were doing well, that other companies started jumping in to release their own. So yeah, it kind of snowballs. It'll be interesting to see how well the Mondo figures do and if that's going to help us get different figures. I really would like it if 3-0 did this size. Maybe, again, like, this would be their humanoid size, so, like, slightly bigger for, like, Goliath and company. Like, this size is perfect. This size is perfect. Let me see if I have something that can... Something. Because literally all I have is, like, this. But, you know, if you... No, you can't see it on that side. Move your foot, sir. Like, they're not huge. And I kind of, first of all, shelf space. But also they, like 3-0 specifically does fantastic on these figures. I love them. But yeah, not very big. That's perfect. I like that. No, don't drop it. I sold it for pennies last year. Oh no. Not even, like, it's fine. No, I don't care about the not giving it to me. You sold it for pennies? Oh, that hurts. Oh, like, I know I'd be one of the people looking at the price going, why are you charging so much? Oh, no. They had to get as much use out of the mold, so that's why we got oddball variants back. And there's that too. If they use the same mold over and over again, they save money in the long term. And considering, at least when it comes to, you know, shows like Transformers and stuff, where it's like, oh, you have all these seekers, they're reusing the same mold over and over and over again when they make the toy, and all they have to do is different paint. So yeah, I'm trying to get rid of my figures in general. They're useless to me and take too much space for my needs. You know what? For me, it's painful to hear that, because like I collect. It's one of the things I love to do when I can afford to. But everyone's got to do what they got to do, right? And I hope that at least you make the money that you want out of them and everything. Like, I've sold figures in the past, but there's always a handful. It's like, no, this one stays with me because it has either an emotional attachment to it or I like it too much, whatever. Luckily, as I collected over the years, it turned into, yes, I like this, but So, like, I slowed down on my collecting and literally only bought figures that, like, really, like, oh, I really, really want this one. So it actually makes it harder for me to sell because I really wanted what I got. Yeah, at least we got the Core Clan and the Xanatoses. Give me a fox, dang it. Give me a fox. I hate when they keep skipping out on the female characters. I know why they do it, but I hate when they do. Sucks. The NECA figures, well, that's kind of how I felt too. Glad to have figures, but there are issues, problems that leave much to be desired. I can't pose them without figures. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like, hey, yeah, here's this $45 figure, and now I got to spend another $10 to get a stand so that it'll stand. Granted, knock on wood, mine are all standing, but I just have them standing. Maybe like whatever, but they're not posed. Because really, I want to open all the boxes and then I'll figure something out. But yeah, it's... NECA left a lot to be desired. Mondo, give me something to review. Come on, man. Let me compare you to NECA. I know you're going to blow them out of the water. Gimme. It's not gonna happen. A girl can dream. I wish the NECA figures material wasn't so tight and makes the Garg stiff. I don't mind the stiffness of the joints. It's where the wings are at, because it's a small peg attached to a small thin wing, and if you move it the wrong way, it'll snap, whereas the limbs themselves are thicker, so it's harder to break anything. It's not good engineering in that sense. It's really not. Chat, stop jumping on me. Oh, Mondo, yeah, but me not have enough clams and no room in cave. I will add an addition to the dang house if I don't have the money for that. Another $1, another hour. Angela and Demona both keep wanting to fall off my bookshelf because their right legs fall asleep or something. My Demona, unfortunately, because I got one of the first runs, the right wing just flops. Kind of sucks. It was a bulk sale. I sold like 50 figures for 60 euros. Crud. I used to collect, but I am married and lack space. It's not an excuse. I was also missing one arm of the Griffin armor, so I thought it would be really hard to sell for a good price, and the figure was not okay. Yeah, that's most of the ones I find are either missing pieces and they want like 40, 50 bucks for it. It's like, no. And then I see the ones that are mint and sealed box and they want like 200 for it. It's like, no, you're not getting my money for either. Fishing line and command hooks on the ceiling are an economical alternative to figure stands. By the way, my Theolog is flying around courtesy of that. I do have my flying machine and Ezio from Assassin's Creed from NECA still in my bedroom back in Ontario. And yeah, they're hanging from the ceiling. I literally still to this day don't know how the heck I'm going to get that thing out here to Calgary, because that flying machine is fragile AF. It is worse than the Gargoyles wings, if you can believe it. And one of the pegs for the wings into the main body of the flying machine snapped, so it's super glued. I don't know how the heck I'm going to get it out here. Really don't. I'm probably going to have to break it to bring it out here and then just re-glue it and it'll never move again. That's probably what's going to happen. It's like they want toys to break so kids buy more. It's not even the kids, it's us. It's us adult collectors. They know we're the ones with money. Remember No Nicklin? At least they didn't do that. Funny enough, I saw, I wish I could remember the toy. It's not coming to me right now, but I was flipping through online and it's like, oh yeah, here's this toy with some sort of action. And I'm like, where's the side view? I'm sensing a No Necklin situation happening here. I wish I could remember the toy that it was, but it had a similar thing to No Necklin. Do not invoke it. I don't even know where it is anymore. Oh, I think I deleted it. Wait, is it this one? There it is. I'd rather sell cheap than have my wife getting mad at me and breaking. I need to have a talk with your wife. Rui Silva, I need to have a talk with your wife. That's not nice. Oh, us collectors, we break toys. We definitely break toys. So I don't touch them. Although, again, I will give credit to 3-0. This guy keeps falling off, and he's fine. Like, there's no problems. He's perfect. So again, if 3-0 could start making Gargoyles figures, I'd be very happy. I like how this is a running gag on my channel. I absolutely love it. No Necklin. Just boom. Boom. Yep, no neck Brooklyn. Man, guys, I am never gonna find this comic, am I? Because just, oh god, no, not 1963. What's this doing? I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find this comic. But is this like every comic of the 90s? I don't even know. Man, I remember the female character had a corset, because of course she did. Of course she did. Yeah, I did it again. Mondo is a little out of my desired price range on the 12-inch figures. Yeah, maybe if they did one day do 6-inch scale Gargoyles like they're doing with the Masters of the Universe now. They can either do that or just give me another company. Because I think Mondo wants to stick with the larger size, and they're huge. I'd prefer this size, honestly. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. This size. I honestly would prefer that. This is perfect size, and at this, they're like 40 bucks at this point, at that size. So like, and just butter. I promise you, the joints are like butter. It's beautiful. I used to be in a site, Figure Realms, about making custom figures and stuff. I had lots of ideas and parts, but no time or talent to the talent comes as you make, which is a, you know, that's how it works. It's time. It's always time. That's the thing that gets in everyone's way. One figure I wanted when I was a kid was you mean Biker Brooklyn? Because there was no Biker Broadway. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. I don't want similar lists. I just want you to keep showing me comics from, oh, next page. There we go. I know how to work the internet, I promise. I went nuts recently and got the Nacelle Biker Mice from Mars figs in their bikes. You did what? You Hey, Splarky Goober, where do you live? Just asking for a friend. Where do you live? No reason. Currently jamming out to Chevelle. Wonder what's next album on my DVD speaker. Nice. I wish I could play music sometimes on this thing, but I can't. I'm not allowed. Copyright. How dare... No, we don't get... No, I confuse names all the time. Don't worry. All the time. My videos are highly edited for that reason. Because I just... Names are not my forte. They're really, really not. This might be the website that helps me find what the heck comic I was looking for. Do I have a... I have a Danica stealing my heat. I did splurge recently and picked up the Mezzo 112 Mighty Thor figure. Ooh. I think I have mixed parts of Vinny and Mondo bikes. The bikes were so... Yeah. Yeah, Sean, of course you get the blame. That's how this works. That's what you signed up for. Not my fault. You're here. Oh, I know we're gonna lose, but I would like to see how badly we're... I don't care about his assists, man. Okay, we're still not... It is what is... Nope, not that one. Guys, I wish you could hear the snoring coming out of her. It's so cute. No, not her. Dang nabbit. This is gonna bug me, guys, literally. But the Biker Mice figures were nice. Vinny sadly didn't look anything like the cartoon. I mean, it's the 90s. I want to collect the Biker Mice from Mars figures from them. But, first of all the ones that I find are always missing pieces. So, like, that's kind of a nightmare right there. Because then it's like, oh, I need to hunt down the piece. And no, I'm not going to try and hunt down a piece. I'd rather just collect the whole figure all at once. But also some of them are so badly damaged. I mean, again, they're 30-year-old toys. They were played with. I'm not expecting perfection. But the other thing is, it's people want an arm and a leg for them, even when they are highly damaged. And it's just like, guys, there's like no paint left on this thing, and you're still asking $30 for it. No. No, that's not how we do things. Like, ugh, that's what bothers me. Oh, we talk about Biker Mice? They're kind of fine, not gonna lie. Granted, I know less about their show than I do Gargoyles. Yeah, I don't remember much from the show. I know it was one of my favorites growing up. So I do need to one day go back and actually watch it. As long as it's nowhere near as bad as Street Sharks, that would be nice, because I'm not... I literally don't think I could continue on with Street Sharks. I keep telling myself I'm sitting down, I should continue with Street Sharks, and my brain goes, why? Why? Stubbing your toe would be, you know, more eventful. Because, no. Just no. Dang it. Nothing from this website. Guys, I'm not gonna find it. Biker My Street. No, we're not gonna... Just like I don't do a Mega Man stream. Don't do a Biker Mice for no. I don't know enough of them. The figures I still have are a few ones I think are collectible and can have a great prices, like McFarlane figures Spawn. Yeah, there's always a few. Like even my collection, most of it, the older stuff is there. Like I could probably get a decent number for them, but I'd rather have the figures. I don't really care about. I know I have Kuma's bills, but I can't part with these. I can't. It would hurt too much. Street Sharks toys are so good, but man, they tend to look like hell because kids played. Yeah, that's the thing. And they're always missing pieces too. Again, I don't mind if it's damaged. Just stop asking, you know, for $50 for a figure that's missing pieces and has no paint on it. Biker Mice are back and they are part of a new universe. Cowboys of Mumesa, Power Lords, GoBots, they all now exist in the same continuity. Are you serious? What? I'm too busy to research about the price. While we are on the anthropomorphized heroes, what about Bucky? Oh my god, Bucky O'Hare. That's a one where it was in and out. I didn't really, that wasn't big for me. Oh my god. Miranda, are you crazy? Miranda, thank you so much. Try not to cry. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. Oh god. Ooh. Okay, breather, breather, breather. Oh. I had a pet bunny named Bucky O'Hare. Little schmuck ran away. They do that, don't they? The SL Biker Mice comics are really good. I'll have to take your word for it. Didn't watch either of those shows, maybe because they look like TMNT knockoffs, and I would have been like, ew, boy cartoons. It's the Nacelle versus Desi. How about Darkwing Duck Desi? That was the one I watched a lot as a kid, and I tried rewatching a few years ago because I did manage to get my hands on the DVDs. I think I have them all. Darkwing Duck was one of the favorites. Oh my god, Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim, that was another one I watched on and off. Like everyone, like just high five Morand, or I don't. Oh gosh. Guys, Morand broke me. I got nothing now. Morand broke me. Oh jeez. You guys are like, This is why I have always kept saying the Gargoyles fandom is the best fandom, and that just solidifies my argument. Yeah. Gargoyles fans are the best. I mean, Jennifer just recently, you know, experienced that herself, so yeah, just there you go. Oh, I got so annoyed the other day. I was saving a gray Hulk Joe Fix-It figure with a trench coat. The material of the trench coat was getting and disintegrating. That sucks. Morand is now the king of the stream. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Tailspin. Just so many good shows. Mighty Ducks. Just DuckTales. Both of them. Like so many good shows. So many. Commercial break. Oh. No, I need pictures of your comic covers. I don't need this BS. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. No, it's not coming. I think the sneeze died. So now I'm on the verge of crying and on the verge of losing my voice. You guys just like to annihilate me, don't you? Like, what the heck? Can never have an easy stream, can we? I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys, this is why I love doing the streams. It's fun. Doesn't matter that I lose my voice. The one thing I'll try not to do is cry on stream. That's why I'm struggling right now. But yeah. The Gargoyles had such rich lore, which we got more like live action movie with Ron Perlman as Goliath. No, sorry, Keith David or bust. No one else gets to be Goliath. Sorry. With each leap, Baloo hoped the next jump would be the leap. Yeah, no, we have the comics. No live action. Sorry, no, I will fight against a live action movie. Like, no. You want to give me a movie? Fine. I want it animated. I refuse to have live action. No. Google, you suck. Listen here, Splarky Goober. I'm gonna ban you from the chat in a second. Stop it. I so wanted the spin-off of King Arthur and Griff. Yeah, Pendragon would have been that would have been nice. And you know what? Again, like I stated at the top of the live, that Gargoyles Demona was in the top 150 of comics. So like Gargoyles comics are doing well. We just have to essentially keep buying the comics to keep showing Disney we want this to keep going. And if we're lucky, maybe Greg will get to write at least a mini spin-off. Because right now I will take a mini spin-off, like let it, and they'll see the numbers, and then maybe one day we get an actual proper spin-off. Well, yes, only Keith David now that Gilbert Gottfried passed. Oh, wait, did he? Gilbert Gottfried passed away? I don't pay attention to celebrity deaths. That's a strong buy. Yep. We'll compromise Ron Perlman as Griff. No. Agreed, and series needs to continue where it left off, the cartoon series. No, we have the comics. As much as I would love to see the comics animated, just pick up wherever the comics leave off. Just pick it up and go from there. We already have the story. If anything, do flashbacks, but I think as long as the Gargoyles comics keep doing well, we might get another. We will, 100%. If, I mean, again, top 150 for Demona #1. And again, it beat out a Batman comic. It beat out Godzilla. Like, it beat out a bunch of heavy hitters. So, yeah. Ron Perlman's voice doesn't have the dramatic soulfulness of Keith David's. Plus, he's even older. Yeah, see? Ron Perlman, yeah, he was, one of his more recent voices was Primal in Rise of the Beast for Transformers. Keith David's got him. No, Keith David has his number. Like, after I first saw the first Hellboy, it really seemed that live action was viable, but modern CGI, no. Live action, it would have to be like probably closer to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle type ones, where it's men in puppets, or in suits. They've cheapened out on CGI. If there was a CGI of the 90s, like with Jurassic Park and stuff, okay, I can accept that one. CGI now, no. Oh, he died a few years ago. Okay, good to, I mean, not good to know, but planning on putting out an EP this April. Probably producing a few songs during my spring break. Nice, very nice. Perpetual Gargoyles comics for no. He ain't no Gary Chalk. He's not. Again, Gary Chalk or bust. Just like David K. or bust. Like, I haven't read the comics. Do they carry on the tunes? Nope. It's Greg Weisman writing them. They pick up So there's the SLG comics that continue on from the series, and then the Dynamite comics that pick up from the SLG series. So it's pure continuation. Oh, 5-2. Okay. That's all I gotta know. I'm done. Men painted with fake wings and tails. God. There are just a lot animation can do that just can't be done in real life. A well done vid by Silver Quill can show it better than I can here. But yeah, no, I would rather animated or ma'am, you are actually stealing my heat. CGI of now is lazy. It's lazy. Well, no, I don't even want to say it's lazy. It's rushed. Because again, all these companies want to, you know, get out the movies as fast as possible so they can make their money as quick as it's the quick turnaround. So like the CGI has suffered. It looks cool still, but it's, again, if you watch Jurassic Park now, it still looks as good. It looks better than it should for 90s CGI. Okay, that's what I mean by if you do the CGI from back then and take the time and effort that it took to do those dinosaurs, okay, I will do a live action Gargoyles movie. I will be on board with it. If you do Marvel today CGI, get out. Upside, Rui, Sylvia, they're all online. Whether you purchase them or you search really hard online, it's all online. Anyone see Predator Killer of Killers? I can see Gargoyles being that type of animation. I have not. I've missed out on a lot of Predator movies. You have any dream casting choices for a live action No. I don't think about that because the thing is, at least for me, it's like, first of all, there are so many actors that we don't know exist. And I'm sort of tired of the whole, hey, we're going to do this big budget thing and let's get every big name we know, even if they can't play the part properly. So there's a lot of small actors who could probably do the job really stinking well. And obviously we haven't been, you know, exposed to them yet or whatever. Yeah. Kuma is probably asleep somewhere. He did come downstairs temporarily about half an hour ago. Probably upstairs sleeping, just like Danica is right here sleeping, stealing my heat. And with AI, it's worse. Everything looks, yeah, see, that's, and they're pushing now for AI. They don't even want CGI. They want AI now. So if Disney decides to go, hey, yeah, we want to do a Gargoyles movie, it's like animated or go away. And it better be like hand-drawn animation or computer animation. I don't want AI animation. No, no. When I was at Emerald City Comic Con, I ran across at least 6 or 7 folks who didn't know about the comics. And this is why I do this, so people know about the comics. Get those sales up. What's your opinion on the live-action X-Men movies from the early 2000s? I mean, they were a product of their time. Nothing fancy. I enjoyed them. Just call me Rui, by the way. Okay, I'll call it. Thank you. I'll probably forget it for the next live. You may have to remind me. I haven't watched them in a while. The earlier X-Men movies. They're there. They're enjoyable. Oh, that reminds me that C2E2 is coming up next weekend. Yes, I forgot about that. I'll have to see if there's much of any Gargoyle stuff. They're usually not to my annual irritation. Yeah. To be fair, Morand, I keep going to Transformers conventions trying to look for Gargoyle stuff. Like, who's That's been a fun kind of meme, but yeah, I will always prefer the animation to the live action. The issue with modern cartoons is that they seem lazily done. The Last Biker Mice tune depresses me. Dang. I haven't kept up on animated series lately. Not since like... And I'm talking only like 6 years ago. I haven't watched anything animated new since about then. Early 2000s Rosario Dawson would have made a stellar Elisa. You know what? Yeah. She could probably nail the role. She probably could. Not going to lie, I did not care for the live-action X-Men movies. They were new to me. I knew the cartoon X-Men, so I'm like, ooh, look, live-action X-Men, and I enjoyed for what it was, because I don't know the X-Men story. Hey, blech. That's just a flop before it even gets off the ground. We're hoping it flops sooner rather than later. Yes, like, as Flargry Goober said, like the stream, share the stream, do all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff. I really want to pop open that that bottle of gin that I got from Wales. I did only find out about the new comics at C2E2, though, seeing them on the rack at one of the dealer booths. Nice! The 2012 3D TMNT were surprisingly great. Oh yes, I love that one. They did such... See, again, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. If they do it like that quality, I'll freaking take it. Give me Beast Wars 3D animation. I don't care. Just don't give me bad live action AI, any of that stuff. Primal I found to be pretty good as far as more modern cartoons. I have not watched that. I'd cast Brian Cox as Hudson and Gerard Butler as Macbeth, and that's the only thought I'd ever given to it. Yeah, see, Gerard Butler's at the yeah, he's at the age, so I would take a, yeah, I could do that as a Macbeth. That's cool. I'll accept that. Or even, well, no, because Gerard Butler would be a actual person if we did it animated. No, he doesn't work for a Gerard Butler is probably the more accurate one. The Dragon Prince, yes. Love the Dragon Prince. And see the art style on that one? Frig yes. Give me that. Since you like Transformers, the only figure I sold for a good price was a mint condition Optimus Primal from Beast Wars. Oh. I think I'm going to head out. See you next time. Bye, Kieran. And you know what? Don't feel bad. I'm ending the live in about 4 minutes. So you made it to the end. You made it to the end. You're good. Anyone do custom action figures? Actually, no, Greg commissioned somebody. I don't know anyone who does custom. Like, I think it's Anthony Customs. I think that's the person where Greg gets his. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to ask him. But yeah, I think it's Anthony Customs or something like that. I know they do custom action figures. And Cuphead is rubber hose style and an homage to the 30s and 40s. I still need to watch Cuphead. I keep hearing good things about it. It's on my list. It's on my list. In the voice of David K. More Beast Wars. Yes. David K. is such a delight. Loved being here with you, but I gotta go. Have a great time and keep rocking. See you later, Rui. I got 2 possible streams next week, so just keep an eye on that. But every Saturday for sure. Yes. Yeah, definitely can't go as low as David K. Yes, no. Last summer, I picked up an inbox Takara Tomy Optimus Primal at an estate sale for $70. Dang. Dang. Look at that. Dang. Oh, we got the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes. Ah. I don't even know what to do for the last 2 minutes. We're just having fun talking about toys. I love this. Absolutely love this. It's fun. That's why I love doing this live. I don't care that, yeah, we talked about Gargoyles a whole frack ton, but we talk about everything. Just everything's on the menu. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, my voice is going to be dead by the end of the night. I'm so glad I don't. There's a reason why I don't record videos after a live, because I got no voice left. I got nothing. I got nothing left in me. But we got less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. I'm like, that's a long, there we go. Now it's got a minute. So if anything, I will wrap up. Just throwing it out there. I've also watched Legend of Vox Machina. D&D is inspiring on how to write my Garxona's backstory and my own real life. Nice. So yes, with 1 minute left in the live, I'm gonna call it a night, because by the time we all say the goodbyes, the minute will be up. Because I gotta go get Kuma his meds. And no, that was a Danica. literally the heat improved as she left. I don't know how, but get some lozenges. I have a bunch upstairs, but first dinner. And don't forget to hydrate. Yes, we talked more about gargoyles tonight than we did. I'm actually really glad about that. I mean, it's a gargoyles channel. We should be talking about gargoyles more, but sometimes we just like shooting the shit, right? Okay, so have a good night, guys. Have a good weekend. Keep an eye on my socials, because if I do the Thursday during the day live, I will post it there. Otherwise, Gargoyles video on Friday, and as I said, no Tuesday shenanigans this week, but Gargoyles video on Friday, live on Saturday, and possibly the live on Thursday. So guys, stay safe, have fun, enjoy your weekends, and if you're at work, hopefully your work goes by fast so you can get home sooner rather than later. And as always, guys, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world, and I will see you all next week. And until then, bye.